Hey guys, how's it going? I hope you're doing well whenever you see this. So I am a little under the weather, but I'm going to do my best to continue with the reading. So we're going to do Aquarius and Pisces, Bones and Charms reading for December. So is welcome regardless of where you may have Aquarius or Pisces in your chart. I'm getting over a bad sinus infection and I had a fever, so I'm not at my other two jobs because I didn't want to get anyone else sick. So while I'm forced to be home, I figured it was a good time to go ahead and get back into the readings. And so, like I said, I will do my best. I might have to stop and blow my nose a little bit here and there, but hopefully we'll be okay. All right, so I just want to make sure that our sound is good and that we're live and all that good stuff before we continue. So let's see here. All right, so we're going live there. I just want to make sure that the sound is good. Okay, sound looks good. All right, so like I said, we're going to be doing the Aquarius and Pisces readings for December. So we're going to start with Aquarius, and then I will put in timestamps later for some people who just want Aquarius or some people who just want Pisces, okay? So we're going ahead, we've got some incense going here in the background for the Bones and Charms to clear the energy a little bit. And we're going to do a quick sound bell here and then go ahead and get started. So again, welcome to everyone. Thank you for your likes, your views, your shares, and your subscriptions. Whether you see this on YouTube or Facebook or later on Instagram or TikTok, they are all free ways to support the channel if you feel guided. All right, so we're going to go ahead and do the sound bell here for Aquarius. So if you're sensitive to sound, you can feel free to turn it down a little bit. But yeah, we're just going to go ahead and clear energy. It's a good time for you guys, if you feel guided, to take a couple of deep breaths and just relax. It's good for me to check in with my guides too. And again, clear the energy from the Bones and Charms. All right, so this is going to be for Aquarius for December 2024. All right. I think that was a pretty good one. Let's go ahead and put that back over here. I will be taking the camera down after we cast the Bones and Charms so you guys can see everything more up close in detail. But first, we're just going to kind of keep the camera like this for a little bit. All right, and then I'll kind of go over what's on the mat, all the different sections. So if you're new, welcome, and if you're coming back, welcome to everybody. All right, so spirits guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius for December 2024. And while I shake and cast the Bones and Charms, it does get a little bit loud as well. So feel free to turn the volume down temporarily if you need to. All right, thank you guys for your patience. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for air sign Aquarius for their highest good for December 2024. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for 2024. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for their highest good for December 2024. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for Aquarius. Aquarius for December. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for December. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for December 2024. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for December 2024. Messages for Aquarius. Messages for Aquarius for December 2024. Messages for Aquarius. Alrighty. Let me just, oops. I think that was like right like that. Just knocked it over a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead right now and just flip over any of the bones and charms that I can that aren't too close together. Again, before we bring the camera down so you guys can see everything more up close and detailed. Bring some of them that were a little bit further out, just closer. They're still in those individual sections that are divided by those dotted lines that you'll see on the mat in a few moments. So again, I'm just flipping over some of them that I can. So I do take a picture for every reading, and I'll be posting it after the live is done on my Facebook for some people who may want to see it more up close in detail for later too. Okay, so that was there. So like that, on top of that. Okay. I think that looks pretty good. Wait, I can flip this one too. Okay. So go ahead and we'll take our picture now and then we'll get started. Thank you guys for your patience and understanding. All that good stuff. Oh, maybe move the incense back a little bit. Okay. So just bear with me for one more moment here. Take our picture. Make sure my phone is on silent. Thought it was, but sorry guys, I said I was sick. I'm taking my antibiotics, but it's, you know, it's happening. It's that time of year. Happy holidays, right? All right, guys. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and hover my hands over the bones and charms so we can kind of determine where Spirit wants me to start this reading, since it is different for every reading. And I'll just turn that down. Okay. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Where would you like me to start this Aquarius reading? Okay, so they kind of want to start right here where we have that Norse symbol for protection. So that is what we'll do. So, all right, let me go ahead and get the camera, guys. So, again, you can see everything a little bit better here. Okay. So, yeah, I hope everyone is doing all right when you see this. It's pretty rainy day where I'm at. But it is nice, right? We need the rain. Okay, so let me just get myself positioned here a little bit so you can see everything in the beginning. So it looks like here, Aquarius, we've got a lot of your bones and charms kind of spread throughout the different sections this month, but I would definitely say the majority of your bones and charms fell in the work and money and the spiritual unconscious. And a lot of it is past stuff as well, okay? There's still stuff going on here in the future, current, present energies, but I would say a lot of it is kind of stationed over here in the work and money and spiritual unconscious past. Okay, so we will definitely go over that. But despite that, with all that going on here, Spirit wanted us to start right here, where that North symbol is for protection that I was telling you about. So I'm just turning up a little bit of the ambient music in the background, just so I can have that for the dogs and for myself. So if you see me randomly turning that down, it's just because it's on a commercial. All right. So let's get closer here and see what we have going on. So yeah, like I said, Spirit wanted to start right here, Aquarius. Now we're in the body and mental health section. So because this is a general reading, okay, this could be about you, it could be about multiple people, it could be about one other person, okay, or it's just your general environment situation. So always take what may resonate for you and leave the best behind. The rest and the best, leave the rest behind, okay? Again, always use your own personal intuition. But I love to see right here, split in between these two sections, is that North symbol for protection. Okay, so we have it in relationships and love a little bit, but it's mainly, the majority of it is in the body and mental health. Okay, so you could be really protected this month, Aquarius, in terms of your body and mental health, or someone else's. Again, take it how it may resonate. I love that the yes coin showed up here. I want to make sure there's nothing underneath it. No, there's not. But each of these sections has these little designs, right? So you got the money symbol and work and money. You have the cross and spiritual unconscious. You have a heart for relationships and love. And here it's upside down, right? But for body and mental health, you have that little figure that's meditating, okay? And it was, the yes coin was right on top of that. So if there's something that you've been doing here, Aquarius, in terms of your body and mental health, I would say continue to do that, all right? You also have not only the yes coin and the North symbol for protection. If we go this way, you have the horseshoe and the ladybug inside, okay? So a really beautiful symbol for good luck, all right? There looks like there could be something here a little bit. The only thing really, two things that showed up in this past energy, whatever falls on the white mat, right, is you have the elephant on this side, okay? And then on this side, you have a little bit of that feather that was right on the line here. It's majority of it is in relationships and love, but a little bit here as well because it's on the line, okay? So the feather is a symbol for cleansing, right? So cleansing something, cleansing some memories, possibly from the past, that have to do with someone's overall health here for their body and mental health. We also have the masculine symbol here, so there could be a lot of masculine energy. And as a stereotype, right, since we all have masculine and feminine, the higher vibrational masculine energy would be being proactive with someone's health here, okay? Being more aggressive with it in the 3D physical world, especially with the body, since it's pointing right to that word on the mat. Now, I also see the wish charm here. This is really beautiful. So it's like after a little bit of that cleansing is happening here with maybe some memories from the past, then we're focusing on what is our body and mental health wish or wishes, right, for ourselves and others, okay? Now, because this North symbol is very close to, if not touching, this Pisces, the twin fish, this could have something to do with the Pisces, Aquarius, or it's during Pisces season, or where you have Pisces in your chart. Or if you put all that zodiac stuff aside, it's really just about, well, how can I go with the flow more here in terms of my health and know that I'm protected? Because you have all these symbols for good luck, and of course you have the yes charm. Now, if we go this way, Aquarius, also on the line in body and mental health, really beautifully, is the lizard, right? So the lizard is a symbol of healing. So for some lizards, you cut off their tail and it regrows. So it's rebirth and it's healing energy here. This could also have something to do with, because we have the coffin here, passed on loved ones, friends, family, ancestors, spirit guides, etc., that maybe have this healing has been like a long time coming, even past life healing here with the mermaid. And there is also this proactive kind of masculine energy here with that coyote penis bone. Now, the coyote penis bone is touching the mountain charm, and then right next to it is also the seashell. So it's like past life stuff, past life challenges that maybe were affecting people again in your family lineage. I'm hearing that maybe had some challenges that then kind of crossed over to you in some way in terms of your body and mental health, because that's what we're still talking about, but it's all kind of on the line here and crosses over. So here when we see that angel coin, it's like there's higher vibrational beings here that do want to help with those challenges. And a big part of the puzzle, like we were saying before, is doing some type of cleansing here. And it could be like in the past, if we go back to this section, body and mental health, right? That feather that's right on the line here, some of that, you know, cleansing from past memories with the elephant here, okay? Memories, because elephants never forget. So clearing these past memories not only is going to help with the body and mental health, but it's also something to do with the spiritual unconscious here, okay? Because they're kind of all on the line and touching. So with that being said, now we're going to move into this section here, and I want to go back out a little bit because, like I said before in the beginning, there is quite a lot in this past energy, okay? And hopefully once I stop moving, the camera will settle and focus a little bit better. But basically, if we follow this dotted line, right, there we go. So it's going like right here. Okay, so we are going to go all the way back here and see what's on the line back here. Okay, so I know it's kind of hard to see, but bear with me. So this is a piece of the whale vertebrae, part of its back, right? We've got the conch seashell here, feminine energy, and then over here we have a piece of the snake vertebrae. So snakes represent change. Our back for both of these animals represent our support system. So perhaps in the past here, Aquarius, in the past could be a couple of days ago, weeks, months, years, etc. Whatever the past is for you, perhaps there was like a rebalancing, I'm hearing, of the support system to let in more feminine, soft, receiving energy and going with the flow, and something about water here since we have the whale vertebrae, and then with the snake vertebrae it's representing something about change within the support system. So it could be a spiritual support system, it could be people that are still alive, right? It could be both of those things. But I do see here, and I'll just turn it around a little bit so you can see, is one of the first skulls here in my kit is also in this section, and then the other one is in work and money. Like we said, if we pulled all the way back out, the majority excuse me, of your bones and charms this month is in work and money and spiritual unconscious. So it kind of makes sense that we would see those skulls there. So the skulls can tell us where someone's mind is at or where it will be at. But since this is past energy, it's like, yes, someone was heavily thinking about their support systems in the past, okay? And it could be more on the spiritual support systems. There's a little dog hair there, or cat hair. Now over here we got one of the deer teeth. Okay, so chewing over and digesting these things was happening in the past, and maybe trying to find some answers about how to get back to a more gentle, like pure energy, okay, in terms of spiritual support, okay, because that's what I kind of associate with the animal, the deer, okay. Now going this way, and I just want to show you again where the line is, right? We have that Cupid here right next to another one of the human teeth bones, and so it's like someone could have been thinking a lot about love, like spiritual love, okay, in the past as well. There's a lot of emotions here. Like I've never seen this kind of show up in this kind of combination, or if I have, it's been a really long time and I don't remember, right? Since I do personal readings and stuff too. But here we see the cup is like kind of right on top of the dog ankle bone, and then this buckeye is kind of leaning against that dog ankle bone. So in the past, a lot of emotions about, well, how do I become more spiritually flexible so I can keep getting this abundance, this spiritual abundance, okay, and whatever it is we want to manifest in our life, okay? Now, as we go this way, Aquarius, you do have the symbol for Capricorn here and then the sun. So this could have something to do with the Capricorn or during Capricorn season, right? Which would be the second half of December, since this is a December reading, and then the first half of January. But it doesn't necessarily have to be, dealing with a Capricorn or something about Capricorn season. If you put all that excuse me, if you put all that zodiac stuff aside, it's like, well, where can we be resilient and not give up about reaching for our spiritual happiness here? So I see in the past someone or some energy was like working towards that. How can I be spiritually happy, right? So that's beautiful. Now, as we go this way, this is one of my newer bones. This is the fish vertebrae here. And then we have one of the coyote claws kind of going inside of it. So the claws represent manifesting, grasping, right? It's a nail, it's a claw. So here in the past, someone was also trying to manifest spiritual support, okay? Because it's a vertebrae, it's the backbone, it's the support system, okay? And maybe how to go with the flow. Because if we went back here, right, there was like some type of change within that spiritual support system that needed more feminine energy, or that feminine energy came in anyway, right? And then here, it's like going with the flow with those changes within the spiritual support system, okay? Now if we pull back a little bit here again and just kind of wait for the camera to focus, on this other side here, all in this section within the dotted lines, is the strawberry, okay? So the strawberry represents details. So maybe in the past, in some way, there were some spiritual details that are like sticking out here, okay? That's because there's just a lot going on in general, let's say, right? All right, let's go further back in, and it looks like the camera's going to focus here anyway, so that's good. So I can see too, like, all this stuff, right on the line that's going to kind of go between these two sections is more emotional energy, because I saw it when I was flipping over some of the bones and charms, okay? So here's the water charm, and it was right on top of that spider and spider web, right? So a lot of emotions within the work and money section and the spiritual unconscious section, okay? And then here it's like we've got the peace doves, okay? We have the turtle, and then we have the balance scales, Libra energy. So even though in the past there was maybe a lot of emotions, again, remember we talked about the cup over here, and then the water charm here, emotions in the spiritual unconscious and the work and money section, there was a need to go slow to find some type of balance. This could have something to do with a Libra, or where you have Libra in your chart, or Libra season, or none of that zodiac stuff, excuse me, and it's just, how do we find that balance? How do we find that peaceful energy too with the peace doves? Looks like here there was also perhaps a lot of cleansing that started in the past because of this, here with this leaf charm. And this could have also had something to do with travel, or something to do with being by water here with the ship charm, okay? But we also see the main thing here is like, the majority of your lucky rabbit's foot this month is in work and money, but majority of it's also in the past. So if we had all that abundance in the past, right? How do we keep manifesting that here with that raccoon claw and then the human teeth bone that's kind of like upside down? It's really cool how it fell like that. Okay, so continuing to manifest and think about those things. It looks like also here, I'm kind of jumping ahead, but it's okay, it's all related, is once the camera focuses, we've got the frog here, okay, and then we also have the dragonfly, okay? And so in the past here, in terms of work and money, perhaps there was some type of leap of faith, okay, there we go, that wanted to happen, a leap of faith towards some type of work or money or finances or being valued goals, okay, to keep that like good luck and abundance there. I see a lot of strength energy also here in the past, and we're talking about this because all of this is connected to this one charm that's on the line that affects these both sections, right? So we also have Leo energy here. Could have something to do with the Leo or during Leo season or where you have Leo in your chart. Or it means none of that zodiac stuff, and it's more about where is the work and money, passion and creativity and entrepreneurship energy, right? Where's that fiery energy? Okay, so again, somebody or something was thinking a lot about this in the past, or just the energy if it wasn't a person. And I wanted to show you too, really hard to see here, but we have part of that armadillo vertebrae right there. That's the white on white. Okay, so it kind of was hiding underneath the green lucky rabbit's foot. So the armadillo vertebrae talks about basically where is our support and how can we soften it a little bit, because the armadillo has that hard shell, right? So where can we soften how the support comes in, perhaps in terms of spiritual unconscious, your intuition, and also your work and money, okay, to just soften a little bit. Now there could be something here where some type of information starts to come in. It could happen a little bit in the past and then it's coming in here in the future, current, present energies on the black mat. But that's showing up here with that book charm. So it could be some information that you give to someone else or someone else gives it to you, or it just comes in general, right? But that it kind of like reinforces that cleansing energy here with the leaf, and then going back to the balance scales, looking for balance. Now, all of this here, Aquarius, has something deeply to do possibly with the home, okay? So here we have the chair. So it could be like, well, where do I feel at home spiritually, unconsciously, right? Or where do I feel at home also with the work and money, since it's right on the line. But with that chair being there, it could also have something to do with your actual home, where you live, right? There's a deep cleansing that needs to happen here, okay? And I say deep because it is, because it's also touching the symbol for Saturn here, okay? So Saturn, Earth energy comes in here and is like, we're going to get organized, we're going to get serious, we're going to cleanse here. So it doesn't feel like your house is dirty in the 3D, right? It's more like spiritually there needs to be a cleanse within the home, okay? Or where, again, do we feel at home in our spiritual unconscious, and where we feel at home when we're working or with the money, the finances, okay? So it looks like here, though, over time, as this cleansing is being done here with the rope, and then the listening bells, is like the more that you can cleanse here, Aquarius, there's going to bring more balance into, okay? Because here we can see the yin and yang symbol, okay? And then over here we have the Sagittarius symbol, the bow and arrow. So this is about our spiritual and conscious dreams, okay? So where do we pull back that arrow and find our target, and then, you know, let the arrow go and hit it, right? So it's like the more that we do this cleansing, perhaps one of the big targets here is balance, okay? So again, this could have something to do with the Sagittarius, or during Sagittarius season, where we are now until December 21st or so, or where you have Sagittarius in your chart, or it has nothing to do with that, right? And it could just be where are our goals, where are we going to find that target, okay? Now, as we go this way, Aquarius, this is really interesting. I'm just turning up the music a little bit here, because I don't know if you guys can hear the rain, but it's like super loud. Hopefully it's not coming in my window. I don't know if y'all can see that over there, but it's like, it's coming down. See it? Okay. Anyway, um, what's interesting here is we have, if we pull back, right, we can see you got the cat's eye here in the spiritual unconscious, and it's kind of laying on top of the nutmeg. So interesting. So this means we're not seeing something clearly here, and it could be we're not seeing something about where is our spiritual unconscious abundance in the present tense, right? You had all this abundance in the past, okay, but where is the spiritual unconscious abundance here in the future, current, present energies? So there's something that you're not seeing here, Aquarius, or someone else isn't seeing in the general environment situation. But it looks like your spiritual team here with the skeleton hand is like protecting it, okay? Because it's right behind it. It's like, oh no, you might not see this, okay? You might not fully understand what this is, but your spiritual team has it there because it's almost like they're trying to like scoop it up or protect it from rolling further away, okay? So even though the hands are going this way, it's still kind of stopping it. And I think that's a good thing. So here with that fork being inside of the skeleton hand fingers, it's like your spiritual team, ancestors, spirit guides, people who've passed on, etc., right? They're like wanting you to think about your spiritual diet. So what are you spiritually unconsciously eating, digesting? So someone has already been thinking a lot about this or will be, okay? Because we also had over here the question mark, okay? And then on top of the question mark, we have the ship anchor, all right? And so here it's like, if there's some questions about where do we find our freedom and safety with the ship anchor, it's like we're going to find that when we keep asking those questions. What am I spiritually digesting? Because when we do that, or when someone else does that again, or the environment energy shifts to that, there's this beautiful new ideas on the other side. So someone already knows that they're on the other side. They just kind of gotta get there, okay, is what I'm hearing. So new spiritual ideas here with that lightning bolt. Now, if we go this way a little bit too, I don't want to forget to talk about the bobcat tooth that was very close to the fork. This makes me think of not only chewing over and digesting, because you got two teeth here, from one's a human and one's a bobcat, but the bobcat is like this big, protective, kind of scary animal. Cats can be scary, right? They're not always so cute and so soft, right? Especially a bobcat, you know, being a bigger animal. So it kind of goes back to the beginning of your reading here, okay, where we had that Norse symbol for protection, right? This bobcat tooth is also like you're protected here, Aquarius, or someone else is, right, in asking these questions, okay? Because the questions too, and thinking about what are we spiritually unconsciously eating and digesting, is connected to, again, stuff from the past where we're like our support system may have been changing a little bit, and how we can go with the flow with that, okay? Because if we go this way too, Aquarius, if there's a little bit of confusion, that's just part of the puzzle, okay? And that confusion happens from time to time for all of us, and that's why we have to keep clearing things, okay? So definitely heavy clearing emphasis this month with the broom here and then the scissors here. So spiritual, unconscious, cutting away things that no longer serve us, cleansing things, okay? So I definitely see that as well. Now we go this way. We've got a lot of activity here with the bicycle, right? Things are moving. We know there's a lot of activity from the past and the future, or current present energies. But they really want you to plant some seeds here, Aquarius, or someone else, etc. Here with the corn charm right next to Pegasus. So planting seeds for, well, where can I feel spiritually, unconsciously, intuitively free? Where can I feel more freedom, right? So planting those seeds. Now is, you know, it can be because this is a December reading, but it doesn't necessarily have to be. But a lot of times when we get towards the end of one year and moving into the new year, it is a good time to think about, what we want for the new year. Okay, it doesn't have to be crazy New Year's resolutions where things are like all over the place, and it can be a more calmer, like spiritual way of planting those seeds, and it doesn't have to be um, it doesn't have to be mocked by other people or mocked by the media, like, oh, New Year's resolutions. It can just really be about, well, what do I want for the next year? Okay, spiritually, unconsciously. So that's really beautiful. So we kind of talked about this a little bit earlier when we were in the other section, but I'll talk about it briefly again. So here, Aquarius, we can see that we have the angel coin. Okay, we have the mountain charm, we have a coyote penis bone, we have the seashell, we got the mermaid, we've got the coffin, and then we have the lizard. Okay, so here, Aquarius, again, when it comes to spiritual and conscious, it's like your higher vibrational beings are with you through any challenges that you may feel. Okay, and they've been with you through past lives, and they want to help and be a part of this healing process. Okay, so that's really beautiful. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and move into work and money, since we're kind of like right here on the line anyway. So I kind of wanted to pull all the way back for a second. There we go, once the camera focuses, and go over some of this past stuff. So again, the dotted line is like right here. So it does hit that stuff all the way back there. So let's look at it again. All right, so real quickly, we've got the frog here, we've got the dragonfly, we have part of the snake vertebrae here, we have the conch seashell, feminine energy, we have part of the whale vertebrae here, okay, and then going this way, we have the raccoon claw with the human teeth bone kind of upside down there. We've got your lucky rabbit's foot and the armadillo vertebrae as well. So let's kind of stop there for a second and just look at those things. So here, Aquarius, is like in the past, in terms of work or money, finances, or being valued in some way if you're no longer working. There was, again, some kind of evolution with the support system. Like, where am I supported at work or with the finances? Things were changing, right? And there was this feminine energy here. There could have been like some type of leap of faith that maybe was talked about or was in the back of someone's mind, right? But didn't necessarily happen yet. Or maybe it did happen for some small few of you guys, and then it brought in all this like beautiful good luck, right? But it doesn't feel like it's the full leap of faith yet here from majority of you guys, whatever that means, okay? Because that's what I'm hearing. So also with Leo the lion here, this could have something to do with a Leo again. Leo sun sign, where you have Leo in your chart, Leo season, right? Past Leo season, since this is past energy. Could be last year or further back. Or it has nothing to do with that zodiac stuff, and it's really about where is my work and money and finances being valued, passion and creativity. How can I keep doing that to manifest all of this good luck? Because even though the support system perhaps is changing a little bit, there's all this watery energy, right? All this emotions have something to do with travel. So maybe in the past, there was more travel with the work or money or finances, but things were very emotional, and things needed to slow down a little bit here with the turtle, and then again with the I can't talk for a second. What is this? This is the balance scale. Sorry guys, I have a sinus infection. So with that, right, it's like finding the balance and the peaceful energy and needing to clear maybe some of the emotional stuff in the past, okay? Because then again, there is like some type of knowledge that maybe started a little bit in the past, and then it's coming here into the future present energies. So it could be something that someone says to you or tells you about, or you tell them, or it comes in general, but it's part of this cleansing process that started in the past. Now, if we go this way a little bit here, Aquarius, you have your alligator claw over here, okay? You've got your baby here. You have one of the raccoon penis bones, all right? And then right on the line here as well, you've got the star, you've got the turkey wishbone, the second raccoon penis bone here also with the hummingbird. Yes. So right on that bell there. Yes, the hummingbird. So Aquarius, it's like in the past, okay, there could have been some thing to do with kids, your kids or someone else's, or a childlike energy that perhaps was like very masculine energy, very proactive or aggressive in some sense, to again keep striving and reaching for this like work and money and finances, good luck, right? Who doesn't want good luck there? So when we look at it very closely, this alligator claw in the past to then that first um, uh, honeybee charm, right? It's like, well, what's my community power and what's my individual power when it comes to the work or the money or the finances, okay? So that is still kind of being manifested in the current time, because there is also a real striving here for some type of freedom, okay, with the work or the money or the finances are being valued here. With that raccoon claw almost looking like it wants to scoop up the freedom handcuffs, okay? So we already know that your mind is heavy on this or someone else's mind, etc. This month in that section. But there also is, some type of opportunity here. Just flipping that over and putting it back kind of the way it was, is that you've got the bat here, Aquarius, and then on top of the bat is the um, the crown, right? So this could be about a higher up, or it could be about your own leadership qualities, or both of those things. But there's a good luck energy here, and it's really about vibrations too and communicating, since bats can't see and they communicate through sound. So it could be this month the way that you communicate with a higher up, or the way you communicate with your own leadership qualities is going to be really important to finding that kind of freedom energy as well. Now, if we go back this way a little bit, because I didn't kind of finish talking about this, is that with that turkey wishbone right on the line here, and it's between relationships and love and in work and money where we're at, there's the star right next to it. So cute. So that's like your North Star here, Aquarius. So someone, you yourself or someone else in energy, etc., is thinking about, well, how can I keep wishing for, like, following my North Star in terms of my work or money or finances. Now, when we look at the hummingbird here really beautifully, like kind of on the top of that second raccoon penis bone, this is about doing things a little bit non-traditional here, Aquarius, which you're kind of naturally known to do if you're a sun sign Aquarius, or you got a lot of Aquarius in your chart. But the hummingbird flies backwards, but it gets the sweetest nectar, so it does things differently than the other birds. So this could be a big piece of the puzzle here, because I do feel like you are going to get some type of message here. It's like a double message, because you had the book charm here, like half on the white and black mat, and then over here kind of hiding underneath that second raccoon penis bone was the envelope charm, okay? So you could get some type of message, or you give some type of message to someone else, etc., that has something to do with you doing, following your North Star, yes, and also doing something a little bit more unique or different or non-traditional than other people necessarily think of or do, right? And with this also, this other seashell here, this is my listening seashell, right? If I turned it upside down and it was a big one, and you put it to your ear, you could hear the ocean, right? So it was like, I think originally kind of like that, right? So it's like, listen, you had the listening bells over here spiritually, listen as you cleanse, right? And then here it's like, listen for that message, okay? It could be, again, not a direct message from a person, but it could be signs that you're seeing, or spiritual downloads or messages in terms of your work or money or finances. And then with the other honeybee right here, right, you had your first one all the way back there. It's like, it's okay to look at here, Aquarius, what's my sense of community and what's my sense of individual power when I'm at work or with the money or the finances or being valued, because you are protected here to kind of like ask those questions or to think about those things. Okay, so I definitely like to see that safety pin right next to it. Now, as we go this way, it's always kind of good luck for me when I see the money bags in the work and money section or right on the line here. Okay, so this is about abundance. So that's really beautiful. Okay, so again, the more that you or someone else can tap into that non-traditional energy and do what you're naturally good at and keep listening and asking questions about the community power and the individual power, that's kind of bring you more abundance. Okay. Now the last thing in this section, I believe, is a couple of these charms going this way, right? And so on the other side of the head here, okay, we haven't really talked about these at all because I was kind of waiting to do that. Again, the head is, we have two, right? We have one back here, the skull, and then one here. So both heavy in the work and money and the spiritual unconscious this month. There's a nice feminine energy here, okay? Aquarius, that could have something to do with a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or your own leadership qualities right here with the apple. But the apple is right on top of the seahorse. And the seahorse is my symbol for family, right? So this could be blood family. This could be whoever you consider your tribe, right? But it could be someone or an energy here is really like wanting you to, sorry, I think there's either a truck outside or some thunder. Hermes, it's okay. It's okay. Turn the music back up a little bit. Shh, 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 shh. It's okay, Hermes. So this energy, this feminine energy though, is maybe wanting to help you with this transformation, because we do see the butterfly here. And then on the other side, Aquarius, we have the angel coin. Remember, we talked about it before, like right on the dotted line. So this feminine energy, this soft receiving energy that we all have inside of us, regardless of gender and all the things, how we identify, is like, what can I help with the family? What can I learn from the family? How can I be a leader for the family? Whether, again, it's blood family or your tribe. But there's definitely... Shh. No. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I'm going to just close the door here. I think there's like a mailman or something. Hold on. Of course. It's alright. Be quiet, guys. That's enough. Alright? I'm going to get locked out. Okay. So, where were we? Yeah, so these angelic beings, these angels, ancestors, spirit guides, they want to help with this work transformation. And it almost feels like here, it's really interesting, the way that the apple is almost on the back of the seahorse. I felt like it was heavy, right? So because the seahorse is supposed to be pregnant, I'm like, oh no, she can't carry that apple, right? So for me, it made me feel like if there's more pressure this month from the family, again, whether it's blood family or your tribe, your main group of people, to continue to be a leader or to work with this mentor, teacher, guide, don't let it weigh you down, because that's kind of when that stagnant energy shows up a little bit here, Aquarius, with the lock. So keep thinking about your prosperity, and remember that those angel spirit guides are around you. Even if you can't see them or hear them, they are there to help you through this transformation, because there's definitely a lot changing here this month beyond possibly December, right? But a big piece of that puzzle is to keep clearing so we can get rid of any confusion or any challenges here with the mountain charm, because again, your spiritual team is here from even heavy past lives that want to bring this healing energy here for you. So I think I've said it before, but I'll say it again, like whatever falls in the center circle affects all the different areas this month. So the only thing that's in there is part of the coffin, okay? Excuse me. So that coffin is like your spiritual team. They're here. So it's just big, like throughout all the different areas in your life this month. Just know that they're there, and the healing is close by, okay, if things still feel like a little bit frustrating. And especially when we're around holiday season, right, I would just say, or depending on where you are in the world when you watch this, right, but if there's anything here, Aquarius, that feels like pressure from family or pressure from, a teacher, a mentor, a guide to do something with family in some way, to just, respect that they say that, but keep like doing your cleansing, and keep knowing that you are protected through this community and individual power, and just keep cleansing and cutting things away, and don't worry too much about that, because it feels like very small. Okay, so again, you could be getting some type of message here this month that's going to help you with doing things a little bit non-traditionally in terms of your work or money. And so just keep thinking about that and knowing that you are protected and there's abundance like all around you here. Okay, remember, with that money bags. All right, so now let's go ahead and move on to your last section here, Aquarius. So this is your relationships and love section. So there's not a whole lot here. There's a couple of things, right? I'll move that a little bit closer. So just like in body and mental health, there wasn't a whole lot there either. I would say whatever you're doing there, continue to keep doing it, because your spiritual team wants you to focus more on these other areas at this time. All right, but let's go ahead and see kind of what's in the past and then work our way up here. So I can see all the way back here, it was actually completely off the map, but I just moved it over so you could see it, as we have one of the coyote penis bones here. And then over here, it was like half on the map, but it keeps falling, right? We've got a feather. So this is past energy, okay? And then again, we have that first raccoon penis bone going up this way, and then we've got the baby, right? So because it crossed the line, I talked about a little bit over there, but it's also here, okay? So when I see this, it's like, this could have something to do with Aquarius, actual children in the 3D, your children or someone else's, or it's a childlike energy here, okay? But in terms of your relationships, these are all relationships. So it's romantic, it's platonic with friends and family, and it's self-love. There's this really nice kind of masculine energy, being very proactive and almost playful energy here. So I do feel like that is kind of going to be really helpful here for you this month, okay? Because when we also see the turkey wishbone and the star inside of it, it's like, how do I keep following my North Star in terms of what I wish for in my relationships? So again, double masculine energy here. One here and then one here with that second raccoon penis bone. Again, going up into work and money. So it affects not only your work and money, but affects your relationship. So whatever this information is, again, whether it comes from you and goes out, or goes out from someone else, or comes in from the spiritual side, is like, keep listening, keep thinking about those community and individual questions, keep knowing that you are protected here, that there's abundance around you. Because I also see right here, this is so sweet, Aquarius, you have the witch charm here, okay, and it's like right on the heart, okay, and so it's like, this represents a friend, a friendly type of energy, or a group of friends that wants to help you here. And it almost looks, because of the way the broom is and because it's on the heart, it's like, okay, girl, I got you. You're doing all this other cleansing, spiritual and conscious. I'm gonna help you just a little bit with your heart chakra. And that's what friends are for, right? Or that's what a friendly type of energy is for. So that's really cute. I'm like, oh, I like that. But also because, again, that raccoon penis bone does fall into the heart here, there is that proactive masculine energy coming in and wanting to be a little bit more aggressive. But there's also all this beautiful good luck here, okay, with the 4-leaf clover right on the heart as well, Aquarius. So that is really beautiful. And we also have right on the line again where we started the reading is that North symbol for protection. So not only are you protected over here with the safety pin, with whatever that message is and listening for that, you're also protected going this way. And you're protected with going with the flow here, Aquarius. This could have something to do with the Pisces or someone who has a lot of Pisces in their chart, or it has something to do with Pisces season. It doesn't necessarily have to be, or it's just put all that zodiac stuff aside, and it's really just like about going with the flow here with the relationships, because there was cleansing that was started in the past. Okay, it was like, okay, time to get serious about cleansing. So someone did that, or the energy shifted and did that, and then we have all this beautiful good luck stuff going on here as well. Okay, so very, very beautiful, Aquarius. That is your reading. Excuse me. And hopefully some of that made sense for you. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and just clear the energy and put some of these bones and charms away. So then we can go ahead and switch over to the Pisces energy. I might get a little bit of water and like blow my nose because I am a little getting over a cold and sinus infection. So anyway, but yeah, thank you guys so much as always. So I'm just going to put this down temporarily like that, so we can kind of gather up all the bones and charms. And I think I took a picture. I just wanted to double check. Did I take a picture? Yes, I did. Okay, cool. So we can put these bones and charms away. So I will be posting that picture after the live is done on the Facebook page, for some people who may want to look at the picture later. But yeah, thank you guys so much. All right, so let's just kind of gather all these up here, kind of put them away and let them rest with the crystals for a little bit. We'll do another quick sound bath to kind of clear the energy too. But yeah, if you guys ever want a personal reading, all you have to do is go to my website. That should be on the corner of your screen. It's just MalesseaMagicLight.com. Or you can always message me on all the different social medias. But yeah, let's see. So we're going to put this aside for a little bit. The crystals. And we've got our sound bell that we'll get here. And then we'll move our camera in just a second. See if I need to blow my nose. I don't want to necessarily do that on the camera. If you hear me, I'm sorry. Okay. So, let's move the camera now and kind of get into that Pisces energy, let go of the Aquarius energy. Excuse me. All right. I'm gonna go back up here for a little while. I can get the camera to, there we go, to kind of stay. All right. Hey guys, all right. So now we're gonna go ahead and do the sound bell for Pisces. It's way louder than I thought it was. Okay. Speaking of sound, yes. So we had a nice Aquarius reading. We're gonna let that kind of go and welcome in the Pisces reading. I also want to do, I'm going to just do a smaller incense since my nose is already like gone through it and had enough. So there we go. So when I do the sound and the incense, it helps clear energy from the previous reading. All right. So I think I can kind of leave that going there. Okay. Whatevs. All right. So again, everyone is welcome. Regardless of where you may have Pisces in your chart, this is going to be a general bones and charms reading for December. Yes, yes. If you're sensitive to sound, you can feel free to turn it down a little bit while I'm doing the sound bell, or also while I shake the bones and charms in a few minutes, because it does get a little bit loud. But then feel free to turn it back up, because I normally speak pretty low and I'm trying to project because I have a sinus infection, but hopefully you guys can hear me. So thank you for your patience and all your things, all the good things, for your support and your all that. So all right, let's go ahead and just do this sound bell here for Pisces and get started. All right, so it's going to be for Pisces for December 2024. That was a good one. Okay. So we go ahead and start casting, so to speak, or throwing the bones and charms, right? So I'll do that while the camera is up, and then when they're all done and casted on the mat, then I'll again bring the camera down so you guys can see everything more clearly and up close, okay? So thank you for your patience again. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Messages for water sign Pisces for December. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Messages for Aquarius. I'm sorry, messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces. Water sign Pisces for twin fish for December. Messages for Pisces for December. Okay, just a little bit more. Spirits, guide my hands, please. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces, for twin fish, water sign Pisces, for December 2024. What do they need to see? What do they need to know? Spirits, guide my hands. Spirits, guide my hands. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces for December. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces for December. Messages for Pisces. Messages for Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands. Spirit, guide my hands, please. Messages for Pisces. Water sign Pisces for December. For their highest good. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for water sign Pisces for December. Messages for water sign Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands. Messages for Pisces. Spirit messages for Pisces, water sign Pisces for December. Spirit messages for Pisces, water sign Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands, messages for water sign Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands, messages for water sign Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands, messages for water sign Pisces for December. Spirit, guide my hands, messages for water sign Pisces. Oof, okay. Let's see. I don't know why that felt. It felt intense there, Pisces, but not in a bad way. All right. So let's get some hair off the table. I'm going to go ahead and flip over some of the bones and charms that I can, that won't affect the other ones, just so when I do move the camera, some of them can already be easier to see, so to speak. Let's flip this one. Okay, almost there. That one's good. Oop. You got, when they go further out, I'm just going to bring them closer in. It doesn't change the reading because they're still in those individual lines in the sections that we'll get into in a second. But I'm just bringing them in a little bit closer so you can kind of see better in a moment. Okay, so I think that's pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and take the picture that I will be posting after the live is done. Okay, I don't need the charger anymore. Maybe bring this a little closer. There we go. Good. Okay. All right, looks good. So now, real quickly, I want to find out where Spirit wants me to start this reading, since it is different for every reading. So I'm just going to kind of hover my hands over for a quick second and again see where Spirit wants to start this reading. Spirits, please guide my hands, please. Where would you like me to start this Pisces reading? Spirits, where would you like me to start this Pisces reading? Okay. Right there in the center. All right. So that really doesn't happen that often. And another charm we can flip over. But that is what we will do, because that's what they said. Let me actually take one more picture since I flipped over the other charm. Because I'm being a perfectionist. Okay. Anyway, let's see. Let's take the camera down, guys, and see. Get started for this Pisces reading. Yes, yes. Okay. So I don't know if you could see as I was casting or throwing the bones and charms, but for this month for you, there are a little bit kind of all in the different sections. So sometimes it'll be in one section or just two sections, or sometimes it's like this and it's just kind of a little bit all over. So that's not necessarily a good or bad thing, just kind of sharing that observation, right? I would say the least amount of bones and charms and for this month, Pisces, is in relationships and love. The majority of the rest of your stuff is in body and mental health, spiritual and conscious, and work and money. Okay, so there's not things not in that other section. It's just there's more in the other ones. Okay, if that makes sense. All right. So they kind of wanted to start like right in the center there. So that is what we will do. Sorry guys, I hope I'm not losing my voice yet. I'm like, no, make it through one more reading. But yeah, so you can't necessarily see it right now, but there's a center circle here. So again, whatever falls there affects all the different areas. And the first thing that I see, right, that's pretty big and where I flipped over that last charm is this irresponsibility coin, okay? And so this is about basically some type of irresponsibility showing up here. Okay, this could be from someone else or multiple people or your general environment situation. And it's showing up again in that center circle. So here, you know, we kind of have the peace doves showing up on top of that. So that it is comforting, okay? So if we have some type of irresponsibility energy there, despite that going on, there is like some kind of peaceful energy right around it. And there's really something like about the details here, Pisces, okay? Because you have the strawberry here, and then you have the mermaid, right? And then we also have, this is one of my newer bones, this is the fish vertebrae bone, okay? So fishes, right, just like the twin fish for Pisces, is about being in the water and going with the flow. This is about something about a support system here. So this could be friends, family, right? It could be work, okay, support system. It could be romantic. It could be lots of different things, right? But basically, when I see this here, Pisces, it's kind of telling me that there's abundance on the other side of it. So to keep working through, okay, with that first raccoon penis bone behind it, keep working through whatever these changes are within the support system and keep going over the details, okay? Because these details are like a long time coming, I'm hearing, with the mermaid as well. And then with it being really close to the listening bells here, it's like listening this month is going to be really important. Listening for where you can find more balance in general here, Pisces, where you can find more freedom. And then also there is a cleansing energy here that's showing up, because if we follow, okay, that again, that first raccoon penis bone that was touching all these things in the center where we started, and then going this way, it's cleansing something and it's leading to the no coin, right? And so if we lift up the no coin, okay, there we have the cup, and that represents water or emotions, okay? So sometimes when we see the no, it's not always a bad thing. It could be no for right now, or it could be you saying no to someone else, or someone else saying no to you, or just the energy in general. Okay, it will depend, of course, on a lot of things, since this is a general reading and not a personal reading. But it's also something about support. So the main thing, right, we talk about support here, whether it's support, you know, at work, with the money, the finances, or if it's support with the body and mental health, because it's going into this section, or if it's spiritual support, or if it's relationship support, whatever it is, there needs to be a clearing away of this like hard shell, okay? And I say that because that's a piece of the armadillo vertebrae, so they have that hard kind of outer shell. So there needs to be something cleansed and oops, sorry. There needs to be something cleansed or cleared here, okay? Now, if we go this way, since we're kind of already going like on the line here, I feel naturally drawn to go to the spiritual unconscious section. And here we can see the bobcat tooth, and then we have the clouds here, and then we have the apple. So this raccoon penis bone almost looks like that's where it's the curved part. It wants to scoop this up, right? So if there is any confusion here, Pisces, someone's been thinking a lot about some type of confusion, either with a teacher, a mentor, a guide, or your own leadership qualities here in terms of your spiritual unconscious or your intuitive side, right? What you know deep down when you're alone, when you're sleeping, all those things. Um, I do like to see, though, the honeybee is here, the first one. And this is about community power and individual power within your spiritual, unconscious, or intuitive section, right? And so your angel coin was like shining here. It's like shining just because the light is so bright. And it's right near that fork. So it's like, what are you spiritually digesting? Um, what are you listening to? What are the people you surround yourself with? All those kind of things. There's some knowledge here about that that may come into you, like from a spiritual download point or from your ancestors, your angels, etc. Because there are like questions here. Look at that. The question mark was kind of hiding underneath that, seashell coin, okay? Seashell charm. I meant to say charm. So if there's questions here, the answers are coming the more that we think about these things. Because there's happiness here, Pisces. You see the sun, okay? And then the sun is touching and right on top of the corn. So it's like planting seeds for the new year. We were talking about that before, since we are in December, right? And the new year's coming up for everybody. So what do you want spiritually, unconsciously in the new year? And how can you plant those seeds to have that type of happiness? I want to turn the camera a little bit here because it looks so cool. So the way that this went inside, okay, so this is the alligator claw. And I'm trying to get a better view here for you. I guess it's just this way. But anyway, that rope went around like the finger, okay, of the alligator claw. Maybe it'll focus. But anyway, it's there. So it's like over time, this manifesting is going to happen, right? And it's like we see over here your symbol, Pisces, the twin fish. So this could have something to do with, you now feeling more like yourself, okay, in your spiritual environment. Because the more that you manifest these things with the spider and the spider web, it is going to make you feel more like yourself. It, of course, could also be that you're dealing with another Pisces or during Pisces season, or where you have Pisces in your chart. But overall, I would say when that's your own sign, okay, if you're a sun sign Pisces, let's say, or have a lot of Pisces in your chart, and it falls in this section with everything else that we've seen, this is about feeling more like yourself over time in your spiritual environment. The more that we keep asking those questions, and not just like I'm hearing ask the questions, but like actually get the answers and the knowledge, right? So asking the questions is like the first part, which may be the hardest part, but then it's also about getting that knowledge there. Okay, let's see what else we got going on. So as we go this way, we have the witch charm, we have the envelope, and then we have the bat. Excuse me. So here I can see also this way is we have the crown right next to the lock, okay? And so what I see here, Pisces, is that there is a friend or group of friends or friendly type of energy that perhaps has, they want to carry whatever this message is for you with good luck, because it almost looks like the witch wants to fly underneath, okay, that alligator claw. It's almost like she's like, oh, I'm gonna go under here, right? So she has maybe some type of message here for you, okay, about a higher up or your own leadership qualities and where there might be some stagnant energy here. So when I say she, it doesn't have to be a female, right? But it's a friend or a group of friends or a friendly type of energy that perhaps wants to help you with that stagnant energy there, okay? Um, and this message, whether it comes out from you or goes out to someone else, right? It is about like seeing all this good luck, okay? Because the bat is a symbol for good luck, but it's also about how we communicate. So bats are blind, they can't see in the dark or the light, whatever. They can't see at all. I think they can see a very small amount. But anyway, this bat is about vibrations, how we communicate with sound, okay? So it's like there might be something going on here, Pisces, this month, because we're in the spiritual unconscious section, where you get some type of message here, that really maybe changes things, okay? But it could be like getting rid of stagnant energy and helping you with your own leadership qualities, or working with someone that's above you as well. Okay, so we can see again with this raccoon claw a lot of manifesting energy here this month. And then as we go this way here, Pisces, we can see we got the water charm right on top of the ship anchor. So there's a lot of emotions here this month, perhaps around where do we find our spiritual unconscious freedom and safety? Like, where do we feel safe and where do we feel freedom? Like, spiritually, unconsciously, okay, intuitively. So that's definitely here. Now, this is also one of your first skulls. I forgot to flip it over, okay? So we can see that this is past energy now when it goes off of the black mat into the white mat, okay? So here I can see that someone's mind in the past was heavy in the spiritual realm. And also, if we look over this way, it's also in relationships and love and work and money a little bit this month. It's like half there. But in the past, let's say for someone or some energy, it was more in the spiritual unconscious. And it could be because there was some type of unconscious or spiritual wish that was like heavy on someone's mind here too. And it also could be that there is like this knowing that if you do things a little bit differently here, Pisces, or someone else does, or does something more non-traditional, something about like I can work through memories, like spiritual unconscious memories here with the elephant, and I can do that in a way that's maybe a little bit different. So maybe someone started this in the past, or this energy shifted a little bit like that. But then as we go back to where this line is, excuse me, we can see that this is my symbol for Capricorn right next to the butterfly. So this could be something about someone who's a sun sign Capricorn or has a lot of Capricorn in their chart. Or it could be about Capricorn season, or has nothing to do with the zodiac, right? And it's more about, well, what is my energy where I will not give up? I will not give up for this transformation, okay, that is happening not only spiritually, unconsciously, intuitively, but also this transformation that could be happening in work and money, right? Because it's on the line between those two sections, all right? So as we go this way, I guess now we're going to go ahead and move into work and money. Is that we're going to go in that past energy, again, stuff that falls on the white part of the mat. So here we have a deer tooth bone. This is a dog ankle bone. This is a human teeth bone, right? And then we have the lizard. So here, Pisces, could be in the past, someone was thinking a lot about how to be more flexible with the work or the money or the finances, or being valued if you're no longer working. But there's like a healing energy around that. So maybe in the past, someone was thinking a lot about that, again, with that work transformation, that spiritual unconscious transformation, and how to keep working with that. Okay. Now if we pull out a little bit this way and go this down this way too, I can see we have one of the other coyote penis bones over here. We have the buckeye, we've got the lion, we've got the frog. We have a second raccoon penis bone here. We have the coffin, and we have the chair. So here, Pisces, in the past, in terms of work or money or finances, there could have been something about the home, okay, like, and people who've passed away, or your ancestors or spirit guides, having like some heavy-handed energy here, perhaps about like pressure from how to keep this abundance going. If there was a lot of abundance in the past in terms of work or money or finances, and there was a perhaps a lot of passion and creativity there, could have something to do with the Leo during Leo season, but in general it's just that like fiery energy. So if there was some type of pressure or something going on within the home, or your spiritual team was like, well, where do you feel at home when you're working, when you're with the money, the finances, right? Are you feeling more at home with your side job, okay, or your hobby or whatever, right? That could be another way to look at it too. So maybe, and perhaps because of this energy in the past, this leap of faith started, right? Because half of the frog leg, okay, is in the past here, and then it's also going this way. So it's like that past energy pushed this frog into the future current energies to perhaps make some type of leap of faith. Like, remember we said the transformation with the butterfly. So a leap of faith means doing something where you don't know what the outcome is going to be, right? But you do it anyway, in terms of work or money or finances. And when that energy happens, if it hasn't already happened for you yet, or happens to another person, multiple people, general environment, situation, a big piece of the puzzle here could also be about something to do with family, right? We said home over here, and then here with the seahorse, that's my symbol for family. So it could be a blood family, people you're related to, etc. Or it could also just be whoever you consider your people, your tribe, right? A big piece of that puzzle is like, this was more over here. I just moved it out so you could see what it looked like because of the design on the back. But it's like the piece of the puzzle with the family or the tribe, the people you consider family, is going to bring in some kind of balance here too, with the balance scales. So, excuse me, Pisces, this could be like something to do with the Libra during Libra season, right? If you think of Libra season, was not that long ago, right? So that would have been so October. So maybe something happened during October for you, for work and money and finances, that was like of importance, but it doesn't have to be. Or it's another Libra person, or it has nothing to do with that, and it's just really about like, well, where do I find my balance with the work, with the money, the finances, okay? Because there's a lot of manifesting here. Remember, if we follow that raccoon penis bone from the chair all the way this way, okay, it goes inside of the turkey wishbone. So that masculine energy that's manifesting something from the past that started either in the home or with the home or something about the home, it comes in here in the future, current, present energies. And you have masculine here, feminine here, feminine here, okay? So too, the seashells is feminine energy, and the conch seashell right there too. So, this is about though, like, where is the freedom at work as well? Because there's the Pegasus that was hiding kind of underneath that other seashell. So where is the freedom with the work, with the money, with the finances? How can I feel more free, right? There's a lot of cleansing that could also be going on here this month, or needs to, or will be, right? With the leaf here. And this is funny that the human teeth bone it felt like that earlier too, but it felt kind of like upside down, but I'll put it back, doesn't matter. This is like, you know, if there are some money challenges, if there are some challenges with the work of the money, the finances here with the mountain charm, your spiritual team with that skeleton hand is coming in here and is like, we got you. And just keep using the proactive, higher vibrational masculine energy. Like I said before, right? We all have masculine and feminine inside of us. We all have low vibrations and high vibrations. So if you keep your energy in that higher masculine, higher vibrational masculine energy, then you can feel more like yourself here, Pisces, with the work of the money and the finances, okay? There could also be heavy emphasis here this month. Someone's thinking a lot about their own actual children in the 3D physical world, or someone else's children, or it could just be like a childlike energy, okay? But it's definitely heavy on the mind there because it's leaning against that other skull. And if we go this way, we said right in the beginning, there's not so much here. It's a little bit here, but all of it's like right here, right? And so we can see that movement here with the bicycle, and then with the Saturn symbol, okay? And then the lightning bolt. It's like all this movement, Saturn coming in here, Earth energy, Pisces, being like, you need to get serious, you need to get organized, you need to get all your work and money and finances and being valued things, like your ducks in a row, like that's little saying or whatever, right? And if you do that, or when you do that, all these new ideas are also going to come in, new ideas about how to make more money, okay, or better things at work, right? But I would also say that this is good luck here too. If you can see, there we go, your money bag showed up, okay, in your work and money section. So that's always a good sign. It happened for Aquarius too, but it doesn't always happen. So if you watch the last reading and you're like, that happened for them too, well, it doesn't always happen. So it's good for both of you guys. But yeah, I would say that, just keep thinking about like whatever the evolution is around this support system, okay, with the work of the money, right? So if you change jobs, right, or something changes with the money or the finances, or if somebody in the past was irresponsible, okay, with their work or with their money or their finances, how can we go over those details, right, with the strawberries that we started off with in the beginning, and make a plan for paying those bills, or find solutions for dealing with the things at work, right? So we can get rid of that like irresponsibility energy. If it's you, Pisces, it could be someone else or multiple people or just the environment situation. So again, take it, how it may make sense to you. All right. But now we're going to come here to our last section, I believe. No, did we? Our second to last section. Feels like it's like a long reading. But it is, now we're going to get into the relationships and love. I'm like, I think I went over this section, but then I don't. No, I didn't. That's right. We started here and we went here and here. Okay, so then we'll go here and then here. So your second to last section. Sorry guys, I'm a little under the weather, so bear with me. All right, so now we're in relationships and love section here, and we'll start with like what's out in the past, okay? I'm gonna move that over, just make sure there's nothing under it. Okay, so here we can see, Pisces, that we have, this seashell here. This is my listening seashell, and it's right next to the feather. So in the past, perhaps somebody was listening to, well, how can I'm sorry, this is so annoying. I thought my phone was on silent. There we go. Okay. How can we cleanse, right, in our relationships in the past? Okay, maybe that was going on a little bit here. So this could be romantic relationships, friends and family, and even self-love. Like, how can I cleanse stuff with the way that I love myself and others? So we see that kind of started here in the past in some way. And then we also see all this good luck. It started in the past, okay? And then it's also going half into the future, current, present energies. So that's always nice to see, right? And you have on one side the coyote penis bone, and then on the other side, kind of underneath it, you have the coyote claw, okay? So definitely this this good luck energy was not done just by you, right? When we think of coyotes as an animal, they're a pack animal. They hunt together, right? They're in a pack, they're in a group. So this good luck, okay, in all your relationships here, or one relationship if it's not all, take it how it resonates, was not done, by yourself, okay? And that's part of the big answer here. Okay, that's a part of where you're going to find you can open doors that were locked before, okay? And I love that it's pointing to the word love, right? It kind of fell right on the word love there, okay? If you can see it. So, if we go this way, Pisces, we got some nice feminine energy here with the feminine charm. We have the skull and the baby that's right on the line that went that way, but it's still coming this way as well. We have the symbol for Sagittarius. We have on the side, okay, we have the safety pin is in the Sagittarius bow and arrow, which is really interesting. Okay, so here this month, Pisces, there could be something going on with the Sagittarius or during Sagittarius season, which we're in until December 21st of this month, right? But if it's not all that Sagittarius zodiac stuff, it's really saying here, well, where can I feel safe with my goals in my relationships, right? So where can I pull back that arrow? Okay, let's say our goal is, I don't know, healthy relationships, right? With myself and others, whatever. Then where can I pull back that arrow and hit that target? Because there is safety there, okay? Is definitely what I'm seeing. And this could be like some of that more feminine, soft receiving energy is helping support that. Again, you got good luck here, and then you have good luck here with the horseshoe and the ladybug inside, okay? And there could be also a lot going on here in terms of your relationships with actual children, your children or someone else's children, or also this childlike energy is showing up here too. Now, of course, we do have the irresponsibility coin as well. So that could be part of it, like someone or some energy was being a little bit irresponsible in one of their relationships or all. And so there's a peaceful energy that wants to come in on top of that. If that energy is kind of worked through to find how to go with the flow with those changes in the support system. So let's say it's like about, a group of friends not being friends anymore, or someone getting a divorce, or someone having a breakup, or someone, whatever it is, right? That could be a little bit of that irresponsibility energy there on someone's part. And then those changes, there's a peaceful energy around those changes within the support system, and really needing to go with the flow here, Pisces, since you are the twin fish, right? You are a fish. Go with the flow. Don't go against the tide. Go with the tide, okay? Now, if we go this way a little bit, we have another human teeth bone here. We have Cupid, and then we have the ship charm, okay? So here what I can see is like someone is chewing over, digesting. Again, this arrow from this Cupid is going to relationships. Then you had this arrow and Cupid, this arrow, bow and arrow. I think it was like that originally. So, but anyway, we're talking about hitting those targets, right? What are my relationship goals over here? How can I be safe with those? And so now here, it's like this is a symbol for people love in general, right? So relationships, all types of love, people that love you and you love them, right? So it's like just really focus on that and trying to manifest with this good luck. Now over here with the ship charm, this could have something to do with, it's a little bit in the past, but mostly in present current, about like something to do with, being near water or going over water. It could have something to do with travel, okay? Excuse me. So some of you guys might be traveling this month. in one of these relationships or multiple relationships, or again, it's just something about being near water as well if it's not actual travel. Okay, but again, this is like whatever you've been doing here, continue to do it, Pisces, because the majority of all your other stuff is in the other section. So this one is like pretty easy. Okay, pretty good. All right. Excuse me. So now we're coming to your last section here. I think I talked about it a little bit before, and that's why I thought I had talked. We went like from here in the beginning to then this way and up, but I don't think I talked about this other part. So that's kind of why I was like, I did this part, but I didn't fully finish it, maybe. So we'll just kind of go over it real quickly. But basically, what I can see here, Pisces, in terms of body and mental health, it could be your body, someone else's that you care about, etc. Excuse me. There is all of this like double dreaming. Okay, so you have the dragonfly, then you have the star, your North Star, and then you have the honeybee. So it's like double dreaming about. This is so interesting if you can see. So let me get closer there. Oh, not too close. This snake vertebrae, the backbone, is on top of the turtle, right? So it's like the turtle has to go slow because they're carrying someone else. There's like, where did we see it earlier in your reading, Pisces? Oh, maybe it wasn't your reading. Never mind. I think it was Aquarius. They had like the seahorse and something on its back, and it was like carrying a lot of heavy stuff with the family. But here, this is like someone maybe perhaps carrying a lot of stuff in terms of their health or someone else's health, okay? Or finding support for that. So it could be as simple as like a doctor, a trainer, right? Somebody about body and mental health here, and needing to go slow with all those big dreams. And it's good that we see the honeybee here because it's about individual power and community power, but it's also like going slow with maybe finding the right support system. So the right doctor, the right trainer, mental health care worker, etc., guide, whatever it is. Because it can feel like maybe annoying that it's not going faster, but it will come, is what I'm hearing. So when I see over here, we've got the whale vertebrae. This is like another support system, right? It's a whale, so it's in the water like a fish, Pisces, right? But it's a whale, and so here it's like if this is taking a long time, know that the other one is going to come in, and it really has an emphasis here on something with the body. Okay. So it could be the reason why it's taking a little bit of time here too, is we see the scissors going down this way, Pisces. So maybe there's something that you need to cut away in terms of your body and mental health, or someone else does, etc. And then here, down here, we have the nutmeg, right? And so perhaps in the past, there was a little bit more like abundance here, but it is close, okay? It can happen again, but there needs to be some things kind of like cut away first. And I see again, you have all this good luck here with the 4-leaf clover and then the fish, right? And then there's freedom. If we go back to your main thing for the whole reading, right? For all the different areas, it's like work through that irresponsibility energy, go over the details so it's not irresponsible anymore. And then this peaceful energy, the supportive energy will come in. And then we can listen for how to find more balance here with the yin and yang, how to find more freedom, more good luck, all those things. So the last thing I'll say in terms of body and mental health here, we need to keep clearing and cutting, right? So you got the scissors here, and then you got the broom here underneath the no coin, right? So we need to cut away something, emotional, okay? with our support system. So if we're being too emotional and not showing it and just showing that hard outer shell, like this, because this is a piece of the armadillo vertebrae, then we need to like soften it up a little bit, because until we do that, we might be getting that no, right? So it could be no to a doctor or a trainer or something about your health. It's like no until that clearing maybe is done, okay? Or maybe that's a protection, right? So as they say, sometimes rejection is God's protection. So even if it's a no, it's like protecting you in some way. All right. Excuse me. So, yes, Pisces, I hope some of that made sense for you. And always feel free to let me know personally or in the comments. But I really appreciate everything. And I want you to enjoy this time period. Enjoy the holidays if you celebrate any of the holidays. And take care. And thank you so much, as always, for your likes and your shares and your subscriptions, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook or Instagram or TikTok eventually. I appreciate all those things. All right. So you guys take care. I'll see you later. And I'll probably be back maybe tomorrow with some of the other readings, but definitely going to take a break for a little bit. So see you guys later. All right. Bye.